you? Welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our reaction to the JAYS. And we are going to react to the song Brandy. This one is going to be our first time single take honest reaction without mentioning. You should still know. It is requested by our patron MJ. Let's get started, Sadhu.
Yeah, totally impromptu, unscripted and uncut. That's how the way we've always done it. Over 7,600 times now. When we sit here and listen to music. That's our only job. We keep music first on Enoma. When we started, there were thousands and thousands of other reaction channels like us. Most of them have perished along the way because they kept music next or last. We kept music first. Subscribers, views, watch time, all kinds of promotions and donations, gifts, begging for gifts and donations. All those things didn't even matter to us actually. And hence we are still lasted. We are still here, we are thriving. Not just surviving, we are thriving, we are doing extremely well. And the reason is because we keep music first and we make uncut, unscripted, impromptu reaction videos. Always honest, always sincere. The JAYS, Brandy. The link that was given to us of the original video we couldn't do because it was blocked in India. The JAYS must have something to do against it. For they must not like India too much. Them or their label. Either ways, shame on you. But this one surprisingly did not get blocked in India, so we are taking it up.
Weird.
The JAYS, Brandy.
Sitting by the open fireplace in my favorite dungarees. Played a few bars of a melody and it sounded sweet to me. I thought I'd get up and take a look around, but my feet got in the way. Stumbled to the floor, she was right in the door. I could see her face, but how could it be? She ran away from me. My best friend's gone. I'm so all alone. I kinda miss you, Brandy. I'm so all alone. When are you coming back home? I really miss you, Brandy. Missing you every day. Are you coming home to stay? 'Cause I love you, Brandy. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sipping on a cherry soda pop, building houses made of sand. Like a little child with a fantasy, just a fraction of a man. But I was in love when they put her down on my doorstep in the rain. I could feel the love coming to my heart through my window pane. But how could I know she would just up and go? My best friend gone. I'm so all alone. I really miss you, Brandy. I'm so all alone. When are you coming back home? I really miss you, Brandy. Missing you every day. Are you coming home to stay? I kinda miss you, Brandy. When are you coming back home? I'm so all alone. I really miss you, Brandy, missing you every day. Are you coming home to stay? Oh, I really miss you, Brandy, I'm so all alone. When are you coming back home? Oh, I really miss you, Brandy, missing you every day. Are you coming home to stay? I really miss you, oh Brandy. When are you coming back home? I'm so all alone. I really miss you.
Oh, wow. It's one of the saddest moments in a person's life when someone leaves, someone you love so dearly leaves. You know, he feels so all alone, and he's absolutely right in saying it. I don't know what the rest of the OJs were doing on this one, because they don't really create music. Most of these R&B bands, they know nothing about music, most of them. But they only sing, and someone else does the music who doesn't get credit, of course, at most times. So here I don't know what the rest of the OJs were doing, because I think there are 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
There were 3 on the screen.
Okay, so one was singing and the other 2 were possibly sleeping and waking up just when the hook came in, the main hook. Either ways, it's one of the saddest moments in a person's life when, you know, someone you love so dearly walks out the door, just gets up and leaves, as he says. You know, it's really sad. It's one of the most taken up topics in music. If you take an analysis of topics taken up in music, especially in the West, I think 90% of them are related to being in and out of love. 90%. This is, of course, my own survey and estimation of whatever work I've done on YouTube as well as listening to music all my life. So I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So it's a common topic and it's taken up in the same way. You know, if you did something different, it would have been nice. When everyone takes it up in the same way, whether it's R&B, whether it's metal, whether it's pop, whether it's country, all of them take up the subject in the same way. I feel so miserable, I'm so alone when you're gone. What next? What next? The person who's listening to your music, possibly even they are feeling the same way, hence they chanced upon you and your music. What, or should I say vocals in this case? What are you giving them? Apart from making them feel more miserable at the end of the day. Because you're just telling them exactly how miserable they feel right now. You know, you're rubbing it in basically. You're like literally puncturing the wound more deeper. Instead of preventing the blood from flowing out, you're actually putting your finger deep into that wound and making them feel even more in pain and miserable. So what solution is there to the problem? Just the music, when honestly you don't create the music yourself. What good are you doing? I'm not just talking about the OJs, I'm talking about everyone who does this. Especially in the West, all of them, 90% of them create songs like this, related to breakups, related to being in love, how it feels, whether they feel miserable or happy, depending on the case. What is the solution to the problem? Do they always have to come to counselors like us to get help? Do they always have to commit suicide, like so many thousands do every year in the West especially, and even in certain countries this part of the world? Is that the solution? That they feel so miserable and in pain that they just slit their wrist or do something silly? It's sad, it's sad. While I feel saddened by listening to the song, I also enjoyed the vocals of the sole OJ who was harping in this one or whining away in this one by the end of it. I felt sad for the OJ. OJ Simpson? No connection I think to the OJs. What are your thoughts on this one? Brandy by the OJs.
I kind of liked it when it started and the description of what is happening. He was sitting by the fireplace in his favorite dungarees and what all he's doing, and then he talks about how he's missing Brandy because Brandy, his best friend, has gone and he's all alone. Every time when he said Brandy, I said, was he even sipping on it? Missing. It occurred to my mind and I'm just saying it. I'm sorry. So each time he kept saying Brandy, and I said, "Is it suggesting? Is it suggesting you?" So it could be, coincidence, or it could be notoriously named as Brandy. Who knows? So he, yeah, the girl just had to be named Brandy. And while he's feeling just like the way he's feeling, there was also a time in even now there is a time that liquor associations, cigarette associations, drug mafia associations, they all fund movies, and they also
And
fund in
music
India.
also.
Yeah, and music. They also fund in India. Not that India is any holier than
Exception
thou.
to the rule.
Yeah.
No exception.
So here, the movie industry is the mighty Bollywood. They also get a lot of their sources of income and sources of fundings are quite murky. Here too, what they promote and how they promote, they know. So it's nothing hidden over here too. But just joking about it. So he started off with describing certain things, and then it just went on. Oh, Brandy, and I'm missing you, and oh, Brandy, I'm missing you. I wanted more of that description. I wanted more of the glimpse in his life. The way it started with the description, what he's wearing, where he's sitting, he's walking towards, and then he sees her, and then she's in there, and then it all starts. I wanted more, little bit more of his piece of life than just talking about Brandy, I'm missing you. Maybe 1-2 more instances or something like that. His voice was great to listen to. Yeah, that's all.